Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Brandon and today we're going to be talking about 5 different first-time renovation tips to make and save you some money. So around a year ago, I renovated my very first property and I've actually renovated a few places since then and I've learned so much along the way. Now don't get me wrong, I've made plenty of mistakes, but those mistakes really turned into learning lessons and I really want to share this all with you guys. So before we get started into my 5 different tips, I want to just remind you guys that you have to spend money to make money. My biggest flaw when I first started renovating properties was that I never really wanted to spend money. I was a penny pincher to the max, and I really realized to maximize your return, you really need to put money in the game. And what I mean by this is that the better the house is and looks, is the better return you guys will get if you're renting the property out, if you're selling it, or even if you're refinancing it. Okay, so tip number 1 is going to be to copy the comps. Now, what I mean by this is don't try to outbuild in the neighborhood. Try to do similar things to what your neighbors are doing. And what I mean by that is that if you see houses have sold that have the basic shaker cabinets that you can pick up from Lowe's or Home Depot, install those kind of cabinets in your house. Don't go out and buy custom $20,000 to $30,000 Italian cabinets to put in your property because you really won't see a return on that investment. Another example of this is that if you live in a neighborhood that doesn't really have a lot of pools and you think that installing a new pool will make you more money, really weigh the comps and the pros and cons to see if spending that much money for a pool will actually make you money. The second tip has to do with flooring. So flooring is a very important aspect of a house, really because it sets the vibe for the house. Depending on the color of the flooring you're doing or the type of flooring, it really helps set standard of the type of house you're in and really set the vibe. So I always install luxury vinyl plank flooring in every single one of my properties due to its durability, it's scratch proof, waterproof, etc., especially in all of my rental properties. Now avoid the cheaper flooring options like it's the plague. Do not install that. Now don't get me wrong, if you're flipping a property, this might be the most cost-effective flooring to put in. However, it just won't last. It's not really good to do that to somebody, to put a flooring in there that, hey, might only last a couple years or even a couple of months if they're not careful. It's never the best bet. I personally like to go with a warmer wood flooring, and the flooring that I choose is actually by LifeProof. It's called Dust Cherry. Now, doing a warmer wood flooring is more neutral and isn't really that trend-setty, so it'll kind of stay in trend for years on end. And on top of that, it doesn't have to do with people's preferences much. People might prefer gray floors, people might prefer really dark floors, but by doing a really warm, neutral color wood flooring, it's going to be priceless. It's going to be good for years. It's never going to outgrow its own trends. And I also make sure I put the same exact flooring into every single property. So if down the road there's an issue where I need to fix a plank or whatever, I have plenty of boxes as backup and I can always just go in and fix that plank easily. Now, whenever I'm doing a project, I usually plan on spending over $3 a square foot. Generally, the LifeProof brand that I like is around $3.50 a square foot, and it's so easy to install, and it does not require that extra foam pad that goes under the flooring. So I usually install it myself, and I can probably knock out about a 1,500 square foot house in about 3 days. So remember, flooring is very important, and do not cheap out on the floors. So my third tip has to do with countertops. So similar to flooring, you want countertops that are durable, long-lasting, and cost-efficient. That's why my favorite countertops are either QUARTZ or BUTCHERBLOCK. So the BUTCHERBLOCK and QUARTZ can give you the modern and updated style that you want in your house. They also have hundreds of different color combinations and stains that you can choose from, which can really fit in almost any single kitchen you choose. On top of that is that they're very durable and that they're perfect if you're putting in a rental property. Okay, my fourth tip revolves around showers and tubs. So if you're renovating a house that has one of those old cast iron tubs, 99.999% of the time I recommend destroying that tub and replacing it with a vinyl tub or a vinyl shower insert. So the vinyl tubs and the vinyl shower inserts are very durable, they're modern looking, and they're very price affordable. With that being said, you can really pick up the whole tub for about less than $200. Now, if you're doing these renovations for a rental property, I always recommend accompanying the vinyl tub or the vinyl shower insert with the vinyl sides. So getting a 4-piece set. Once again, it's super cheap, super affordable. You can pick one up from Home Depot from less than $500. On top of that, it's very easy to clean. Very easy. You can clean it with just some spray, wipe it down, boom, it's clean, it's done, it's easy, and it's super trustworthy if you're leaving it with a renter. Now, say you're renovating your own property or you're renovating a flip, I almost always recommend still doing the vinyl tub or shower insert, but then accompanying it with tile everywhere. So tile is beautiful. It can really customize your bathroom and, customize it to your house or your bathroom alone. But it's a little harder to clean, and personally, I think people take more care of their stuff if they own it. So with that being said, I would not want to give tile to renters. I would give tile to someone that plans on living there, because they'll take care of the tile, they'll clean the tile correctly, but they won't damage it. Now the shower tiles will be a little more expensive than the vinyl tub surrounds. However, you'll definitely make your money back in the sale of this property, or if you're trying to get the house reappraised, because who doesn't love tiles in their shower? So my very last tip that I have for you guys, tip number 5, actually has nothing to do with products or what you should or shouldn't put in your house. This one has to do with the people you work with. So I've worked with many of the wrong people and many of the right people, and I've learned that this is such a key factor to any kind of renovation. You always want to make sure you have the right people by your side in these projects. And with that being said, take your time to find the right contractors, the right plumbers, the right electricians, the right HVAC guys, the right handymen, etc. Somebody could give you a great price for the job, but it's not worth it if it comes at the expense of them not being reliable or them doing poor work. So with that being said though, always get multiple bids for every single job. If you're trying to get the house completely rewired, get at least 3 bids first. Then from all 3 of those bids, don't just choose the cheapest one, then go and research each company and see which one has the best reviews online, and pretty much weigh your options there and then choose. Now, say that company doesn't have many reviews online, or it's just a single person that doesn't have any reviews, ask to get some references from them. Now, I'm sure they'll be more than happy to hand you some numbers to some former clients of theirs that they can rave about how good of work they did. So try to get some references from people and check online for reviews. It's going to be very, very important to the completion of your project. This was just 5 different tips when it comes to renovating your first property. Now, I do have a couple more tips in mind if you guys would like to hear them. If there's some good feedback on this video, I'll definitely post a part 2. So let me know what you guys think, especially down in the comments below. And please, please, please remember, it's important to spend money to make money. I know it sucks at first, but 99% of the time, you will see a good return on your investment if you just put the money in now. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks.